What's that D stand for?
Um,
Hey everybody, Car Dreamer here, coming at you on behalf of D-Class Derailed and all things D-Class related. And today we are taking a look at a little bit out of my. Okay, not really. I have a few figures from this in this realm of genre and franchise. Um, yeah, we're taking a look at Hasbro's Lightning Collection, Power Rangers Lightning Collection's Mighty Morphin Tango Warriors. Apparently, there was a single pack, which looks a little different color wise. And then there's this 2-pack. I got the 2-pack. It was on sale, really, really cheap from Big Bad Toy Store. I was super happy to get it. I think it would just be cool extra minions for little scenes that I do when I photograph and do stuff. But yeah, I'm super excited to actually open it, see how well it's going to work and scale. This is what's included. I think they look awesome. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. It's a hefty box too. Like, got some good weight to it. Let's check it out. And here we are. And I'm actually super stoked in spite of a couple of things. But we're gonna get into that. So first off, these guys are hefty. They beefy. Um, they're bigger than I thought they would be. I was really expecting these to be more on the 6-inch level compared to like the actual Power Ranger figures, and they're a little bit bigger. I thought these were going to be like Marvel Legends Power Rangers, and they're bigger, which makes me happy because they blend in. That means they're going to blend in more with the figures that I want them to. For instance, we'll get into that. Actually, we'll do scale comparisons in a bit. As far as articulation, they have the same articulations, so we'll just focus on one. The beaks actually open and close, which is actually awesome. We'll see this one. I got them wide open. Boom, close. The heads rotate. They look up and down. This is actually loose, which allows the head to move. So that's see, you can see that move. That's awesome. There's flexibility there. Butterfly shoulders, they will move back. The more in line with, say, like Mattel's wrestling, the way they sometimes do their shoulders. But it works, so that's all that matters. 90-degree bend with the elbow, rotating biceps, the wrist bend and rotate. Thigh cut, splits. Oh, waist bend, a little bit of turn, but mostly it's for the crunch. 90-degree knee bends. Actually, a little more than 90 degrees. I don't have that bent all the way. There is somewhat of a double joint in there. It just doesn't bend completely, but it's a little bit more than 90. The ankles do rotate and swivel and bend a little bit, a bit forward and back. We're going to get into that. Actually, we can do that now. I do find that these are going to have to be heated up. I have a little trouble moving those and getting them really move up and down, even though they are designed to do it, and I don't want to force it and break it. It might be one that if I can get the feet off without breaking it, I can heat it more directly and then really get it to move and then put the feet back on. But they don't just easily pop off, which is a good thing. So it is tough. And it's actually the same for the wrists, the extra hands and the wrists they come with. I had to heat them up in order to get them to bend a little more freely. So they're tough, and it could just, I don't know, maybe because they've been sitting there for a while. I don't know why it is, though, but they're a little tough, and they just got to be loosened up. They come with an awesome amount of variety, and I'm saying this because of a couple of things. One, now you would think, like, now the figures are exactly the same. Their molding is. The only thing that's different is the color scheme, which is awesome. There's variety. I like that. And I'm pretty sure the single one was a different color as well. What I like is that they could have just skimped and made the pieces exactly the same and it would have worked. But they did it. Like they could have not only kept the same colors, but they didn't have to do the variety they did. That's what I like. And they could have kept this. So each one comes with a lightning effect, and each lightning effect is actually different. And they can go on either one, But it's cool that they didn't give just 2 of the same mold. There's a difference. I like that. Props. Each one comes with a set of fists. That's fine. And I like that there's so much variety in the size of the wings that you can choose. Like, that's awesome. You go from tiny to the really big, and it just depends on the variety you want. You can mix and match, and they go, as you can see, right on their arms like that. They'll come on and off. That's really cool. I like that. I give them props for the variety. You know, this guy can be big, this guy can be small, they're not judging. But I think that's super duper awesome. Got to give Hasbro that props for that. That's pretty cool. And, you know, it's funny. And I was thinking about it as I'm looking at this and messing with it before I record this part. And, you know, I grew up with companies like Mattel. I grew up with companies like Kenner. I grew up with Playmates. And we're so used to thinking of a little bit more of a simplicity with the figures. You know, to nowadays, we got McFarlane, we got NECA, we got Joy-Toy. We got these more and more, especially third-party companies, that are coming out doing so much more with figures than there were when I was growing up, and I know way more even than when my parents were growing up. And the companies that have hung in there, Playmates has hung in there, Mattel has hung in there. Kenner was bought out by Hasbro, but Hasbro's been around for a long time too. They could have easily, like, if they, you know, it's either keep up or you get out. You know, they either keep up or they got a business, and sometimes it's examples like these that I feel like they kept up. They made themselves stay relevant when it's a fair compete when it comes to companies like NECA and so forth. It's a way of keeping up with the articulation while keeping a little bit of cost down. I think they're doing really good with this. Like, when it comes to figures like these, I'm not thrilled with everything they put out. Some I think are cheap, but when they do things like this, I gotta give them the props. And I would love to know what you guys think. What do you think of these two? I think they're awesome. I want to give reasons like size comparison. So, like, this is one of the things, you know, obviously my movie Turtles, Minions, these are going to be the things I want them to compare to. We didn't see that. I don't know what you're talking about. He didn't fall over. But that's a good, like, they're almost even. That's good. I like that. We're going to do comparison with a couple others. All right, so this should give you a better idea of scale. I mean, you got the Mirage Turtle figures, the Lawson ones. Then you got them next to cartoon one. Now it's a CT Toys Wolverine. That's not the Mafex, but it's based on Mafex. It's a little smaller than Mafex. You know, and the biggest one right there is going to be a McFarlane figure. It's I got Green Lantern standing there, and he's just about behind Wolverine. Like, but all in all, I think they all scale really well. I think this is still an awesome. You're gonna have fun no matter what you pair this with. Just about. I mean, maybe don't pair them with, like, you know, Joy-Toy Turtles. It's a little giant there, but aside from that, like, awesome. Just I love them. I think they did really well. Just got to loosen up the joints a little bit, and we're good. But yeah, I'm Card Dreamer. This has been D-Class Derailed, taking a look at the Tenga Warriors. Let me know what you think. I mean, were you even a Power Rangers fan growing up? Did you watch them? Do you know what these are from? You know, are these something you would have in your figure collection just to mix and match? Let me know. Maybe you would get them just because you think they look cool, just like I did a certain figure, which we're going to have a video for. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And until next time, stay evil.